Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin is in prime buy zone, especially when you consider this chart here predicts $4 million per Bitcoin in a mere 15 years. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin in prime buy zone and how it could possibly get to $4 million in 15 years. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and subscribe to the coolest channel ever because I said so. Now, today, Fear and Greed Index at 68, one below perfect, down from yesterday's 71. The overall market down 6% today. Bitcoin holding kind of steady at 64,228, Ethereum at 31.17, BNB at 594, Solana 158, XRP 54 cents, Dogecoin 15 cents, Toncoin 592, and Cardano 45 cents. Now, Bitcoin continuing in this bull pennant right now, just underneath or above, I can't really see, just at the 21 EMA, this blue line right here. Historically, if you can buy Bitcoin below that line, especially in a bull market, you are doing incredible. Now, interesting to note, I was taking a look at longer time frames. These are monthly Bitcoin candles. And if we take a look, these are the 3 previous Bitcoin cycles after the halving. Now, based on these, the yellow and the green one were the last 2. The orange one was the first one. Not very realistic to do what we did in the orange one, but it would be unlikely for us to really break that previous all-time high until September, October. So maybe we should all just go relax for the rest of the summer and then come back in the fall when people are going to school. And that's when things are really going to start taking off for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrencies. Willy Woo, though, saying, seems like a good setup for Bitcoin to reach escape velocity. Bullish divergence with lots of room to run. We can see the VWAP indicator here going up, the VWAP indicator, the price coming down, bullish divergence, lots of room to run. The VWAP indicator uses the ratio of price to VWAP price, in this case, using on-chain volume rather than exchange-related volume. So, could send Bitcoin, possibly. As a matter of fact, if we zoom out, Bitcoin could be targeting its all-time high once again, just a matter of time before Bitcoin breaks its previous all-time high decisively. From a Bollinger Band perspective, you can see those on both sides of Bitcoin here. Bitcoin has just pulled back to the center line, similar to what it did 2 cycles ago. Tested the all-time high, pulled back to the center line, and then took off dramatically. And at that point, price went from $1,000 to $20,000. Could we see a 20x of Bitcoin? Oh my goodness, that would be incredible. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe that would be awesome. In the short term. In the long term, we definitely could. Right now, Bitcoin is retesting support, which flipped earlier on the 4-hour chart. The money flow index also showing support nearby at this level. May see a rebound coming in soon. You can see money flow going up, Bitcoin price going down. Another bullish divergence could be headed upwards. As a matter of fact, this chart here suggests we may never see $56,000 ever again for Bitcoin, which is pretty crazy. But historically, every single time, the bottom of the candle at the time of the halving was in fact the cycle bottom. Price never reached that level again. Right now it was $56,000. Likely we may never see $56,000 ever again. And when you consider that Tether dominance is dumping right now, this could potentially lead to massive gains for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now, Tether dominance gives a pulse on the entire crypto market. When it dumps, the market pumps, and vice versa. Ugly weekly rejection following the first ever 220 MA death cross. Do what you will. Now, if this dumps hard, the entire market could pump hard, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Pump and Iron. Now, like we were saying at the very, very beginning, Bitcoin right now remains in a prime buy zone. These areas with green is when Bitcoin is below the 90-day MVRV score. Now, you can see that each time it breaks above that 90-day, look at these gains, 64, 59, 28, 99, 91. On average, 65% gains when it breaks above that MVRV 90 days. So despite Bitcoin just recently going from 57,000, which we may never see again, to 64, where we're at right now, still remains in a prime buy zone. How about that? Why is nobody talking about the fact that stock RSI is at levels last seen in September of 2023 before it went on an absolutely massive rally. The parabolic curve characterized by the fact that it becomes steeper and steeper. Just take a look here at 2020 and 2021. Tell me this chart doesn't look exciting. Yes, it looks very exciting. We could be headed for much steeper times for Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, so far this bull run, pretty much every 4 months on the 3-day chart, Bitcoin finds trendline support and then has a little uptrend that lasts about 4 months. Now, this one, we're finding support here in May, and then we'll see a bit of a pump over the next few months and then coming back down 4 months from now, which is September, before taking off for the absolutely massive candles that I was talking about earlier. Gosh, it all comes together when you start looking at these charts. I feel like Charlie from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Now, interesting to note, right now, Bitcoin is at 4.7% world adoption. Now, this is the same as the internet in 1999. And in case you weren't there, because most people were not there in 1999, just search Google for Amazon in 1999 and see what the internet looked like in 1999. It is crazy. We were still early, backed by the best data available, and the next 20 years is pretty much straight up territory. And the cool thing about Bitcoin is it's money. So as it gains adoption, price skyrockets. My goodness. As a matter of fact, based on this chart, I'm going to read the whole thing because it's pretty mind-blowing if you understand this. But Bitcoin undeniably follows a power law with an R2 of 97%. Bitcoin has followed a power law for 9 orders of magnitude. The probability of that happening by chance is so close to zero that it's ridiculous to begin explaining why that could happen at random. A trained eye will recognize a pattern in a few seconds if presented with the right evidence. Now, Bitcoin's relationships with the power law are so strong it's even hard to compare it with naturally occurring phenomena. Bitcoin being a real power law also means it's scale invariant. In the case of Bitcoin, price, hash rate, and addresses are all power laws of each other and of time. Now, Bitcoin is going up with the power of time to the 6th, so what will price be in X years? Well, if you double the time Bitcoin has been in existence, so another 15 years, we have 64x the price from now. That would put Bitcoin close to $4 million per coin. How awesome of an investment is that? $60,000, $64,000 now, whatever it is, $4 million in 15 years. Pretty sure that outdoes what I get at my bank, but you know, I did some competitive bank shopping, so this could be a pretty good bank. Anyways, things are good looking for Bitcoin and for altcoins right now. Bullish divergence forming right here on altcoins. On the ETH Bitcoin weekly chart, falling wedge, which is 3 years in the making. During that time, Bitcoin went from 15,000 to 70,000. Think altcoins copy this 2015 to 2018, but a much larger scale. Yes, expanding cycles theory. Small accumulation is small reaccumulation. Big alt season, much bigger accumulation, much bigger reaccumulation. Absolutely enormous alt season that will blow everybody's mind. Guaranteed, 100%, absolutely will, unless it doesn't. So, that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video, come join us on Twitter, and of course, subscribe to this channel, because I said so. Catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.